Hey busy girls, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about two things. One is something that is not fair. It's because you're a woman, but is just killing your results. It's just messing you up because you're getting in your head. And the other is something very simple that you can do that you're really actually going to love, but that is also messing with any results that that you're trying to get. Okay, so the first thing is hormones. Why do women have such complex hormones? It's because we have to make babies and milk and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, it just drives me crazy because it makes you bloated. It just does. It makes you bloated. It makes you moody. Your hormones do. And so what I have found by creating a bunch of controls in my health and nutrition, knowing exactly how many carbohydrates and what types to eat, how many fruits and what types to eat, proteins, basically I know exactly how to eat now. I know exactly how my body responds to different exercise. And so when I'm doing everything right, then I know that those are my controls, and there's got to be something else going on when I start to gain weight or bloat, and it's usually right here for me. And what I found is hormones are huge. They're just so huge in how your body looks. And so if you will start tracking, when you all of a sudden feel, now if you are sticking with the meal plan and you are sticking with your fitness, and those are constants, they're good, they're, you got them covered. Then when you start to feel like, whoa, why do I even try? Why do I even try? Because I'm gaining weight and I'm all bloated and my body's broken. When you start to feel that way, write down on a calendar when it started. And then when you come out of it, because you're gonna push through it this time, you are not gonna go for the chocolate. You're not gonna go for the sugar. You're not gonna go for the tortilla chips or the salty snacks, because that's just gonna make it worse. You're going to stick with it. You're not going to give up on your workouts because you're feeling tired. You're gonna go through. You're gonna push even harder, you're gonna get mentally strong, and then you're gonna come out of it. And then what's gonna happen is all of a sudden you're gonna be like, oh, I look good again. Okay, it's because your hormone cycle was out and you stop retaining all that water. But you need to write it down. Every month, write it down so you see those patterns, because what that does is it says, okay, this stinks. This stinks that I'm carrying around an extra 5, maybe it's 3 to 8 pounds, or maybe it's right here, maybe it's in your face. It stinks that I'm carrying around. But I know that if I don't let it get to me, and I push through more, and I drink more water, and I eat less salt, and I make sure I do everything else constant, I know that I'm gonna get through it, and I'm gonna see those results. So realize that hormones, I don't wanna say they're sabotaging you, it's just how it is. And we've gotta kind of embrace it and be okay with it. Okay, so the next thing, I hope this blows your mind a little bit. Don't let this make you discouraged if you're super busy and you can't figure it out, because I understand that. I've got 5 kids, I work, I've got 5 kids, okay? And I have used the excuse so often that I don't have time to work out, I don't have time to sleep, but I wanna talk about sleep, because I wanna tell you really what is happening when we don't sleep. Now, if we're not working out, we are just gypping ourselves of hormones, we are not turning over cells, we are not detoxing and sweating, we are not going to want to eat right, we are going to be low on energy, we are going to be sabotaging our metabolism because muscle burns fat. So I think you all maybe know that about working out, that you should. But sleeping, let's talk about sleeping. So when we don't sleep enough, what happens is our frontal cortex is fed glucose when we have slept enough. While we're sleeping, it is fed while we're sleeping. So when we aren't sleeping enough, it's not getting fed. It gets fed like 14% less of the glucose that it needs. And then if we're not sleeping, it just stops getting fed. It doesn't have a chance to get fed, so then it goes dormant, because that's what our body lives off. Our cells need glucose, so it just goes dormant. And so then we start making decisions back here, and that is our impulse. That's like our survival. That's the, I need sugar because I need to make decisions. I need sugar. So we start eating more sugar, and then that turns into fat, and then that feeds disease and it feeds viruses. So it's this bad cycle, and a lot of it is because we're just not sleeping long enough. And so that frontal cortex that makes the good decisions isn't getting fed. So we need to sleep more. I know that's hard. I know that's really hard. The next thing about sleep is between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., that's when the human growth hormone most released, and that's the fountain of youth. That is the youth hormone, all right? And that is why around 18 years old, when kids move out of the house, they stop sleeping as much. It's like we start to get stressed out, people start to get depressed, we start aging. It's because we're not sleeping as much. So between between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. That's the key. So what does this tell me? It tells me 1, I need to be sleeping more. 2, I need to be going to bed earlier. 3, if you don't have time because you're so busy, how are you gonna fit in that workout? Because now you're telling me I've gotta sleep more, okay? How am I gonna get things done? You're gonna go to bed earlier and you're gonna get up early. That might mean 4 a.m., that might mean 5 a.m., but you're gonna get up early and you're gonna drink some water and you're going to do your workout and you're gonna rock it. And if you need a 30-minute workout, a shorter workout, tell me, I will hook you up with a 30-minute efficient workout. That's what I do. You're gonna get up earlier, and I know it stinks, and maybe you were created to be a night owl. That was me. But you're gonna get up earlier, and you're gonna kickstart your day off right. You're going to, if you're a believer, you're going to read your Bible or devotions. No matter what, feed your body, your mind something positive and good. Read a book, listen to an audio book, and that's how you're gonna start your day. And then you're gonna be so tired earlier in the night that you're gonna have to go to bed, and you're gonna get that good hormone, and you're gonna start to anti-age, and you're gonna start making good decisions with your frontal cortex and not the back. So I hope, busy girls, that this has been enlightening and empowering and not discouraging, because I know sometimes when we learn new information that it makes us feel discouraged because we can't figure it out. But the goal is you don't have to figure it out. Just focus on nutrition, not calories. Focus on getting that exercise in and getting stronger, and find some sleep. That's all I'm asking you to do, because when you do those things, your whole mind is going to be so much more positive, make so much better decisions, and then the whole big picture is just gonna come together, and you're not gonna make good decisions when you're stressed out. So plop in the comments today. I want you to tell me how much you've been sleeping, how you think you could get better or more sleep if you're not sleeping enough, and if you're sleeping enough but you can't figure out how to get the workouts in, how you're going to make that happen. All right, busy girls, I will see you tomorrow.